Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Today's ayat are from Surah At-Tawbah, ayahs 40 through 42. So, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. It does not matter if you believers support him, for Allah did in fact support him when the disbelievers drove him out of Mecca. Him here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was only one of two. While they were both in the cave, he assured his companion, the companion being Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, "Do not worry, Allah is certainly with us." So Allah sent down his serenity upon the Prophet, supported him with forces you believers did not see, and made the word of the disbelievers lowest, while the word of Allah is supreme and Allah is almighty, all-wise. O believers, march forth whether it is easy or difficult for you, and strive with your wealth and your lives in the cause of Allah. That is best for you if only you knew. Had the gain been within reach and the journey shorter, they would have followed you. But the distance seemed too long for them, and they swear by Allah, had we been able, we would have certainly joined you. They are ruining themselves, and Allah knows that they are surely lying. And so here I want to point out three things from these ayat, inshallah. One being that doing the right thing isn't always easy. And so Abu Bakr as-Siddiq here is obviously very anxious about the situation, and he is worried, and his Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam notices this, and he reassures his friend, and he tells his friend, "Inna Allaha ma'ana," surely Allah is with us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then says that he gives the Prophet ﷺ these forces that we cannot see, so angels to come and help them, and he sends down his serenity upon the Prophet and Abu Bakr to help them. Second, when things are hard, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala acknowledges that doing the right thing Islamically and for our deen may sometimes be difficult, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still says, march forth whether it is easy or difficult for you, and strive with your wealth and your lives in the cause of Allah. So give it whatever you have. Give it the time, the resources, the wealth, and do the right thing for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is best for you if only you knew. So this is my second point. Doing the right thing is of no benefit to anyone else other than us. So when we do the right thing, it is for our akhirah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need anything from us. He is al-ghani, He is the rich, وَنَحْنُ الْفُقَرَاء, and we are the poor. And so whatever we do, it is to fill our mizan, to fill our good deeds, our scale of good deeds on the Day of Judgment, so that we can find it there, inshallah. And Allah acknowledges that it's not always going to be easy, and that's part of His mercy. Part of His mercy that He says doing the right thing may not always be easy. Whether it is easy or difficult for you, strive. And then my third point is, had these people, had the gain been within reach, so had they known what they were going to gain out of following the Prophet and Abu Bakr, had the journey been shorter, they swear that they would have joined the Prophet. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they are ruining themselves. So no one benefits out of this other than them. And by not following through on their promises and by making these excuses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they ruin themselves, and Allah knows that they are surely lying. And so we want to be really honest with ourselves, and we want to ask ourselves sincere questions. Are we making excuses because following the deen or doing the right thing is difficult, or are we actually not able to do whatever it may be? Are we putting in all of our effort into striving for the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And that requires a bit of that requires a little bit of self-reflection on our part, and to be honest with ourselves, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows when we're lying. And at the end of the day, we want to benefit our akhirah, and we want to see our good deeds on the Day of Judgment. So jazakum Allahu khairan.